Hey everyone, today we'll be going through all of the basics about Seer, so let's just hop right into it. First and foremost, all of his abilities. You have his passive, which is the heartbeat sensor. You can see people by ADSing. Depending on the circle you see where the arrows are right here, we know he's right here. Now it pinpoints me to where he is. So if I go past the arrows backwards, if I go in forward, he's, you can see where he is, even above and below as well. So by going all the way around him, you can immediately pinpoint where people are just by ADSing in through the walls. And once you're on top of them, you can Q, and you have immediately a wall hack and HP hack for everybody, as well as the fact that they get cancelled for heals, reses, abilities, and flashbang for a short period of time. His Q is pretty much all the abilities in one, no matter what. He's going to be getting nerfed soon though, however, but he's probably still gonna stay really strong. But for now, he's beyond broken. So his passive fits really well with his Q due to the fact that it both does the same thing. You get the heartbeat sensor mid-Q as well, and then you just release your insane Q. The ultimate is very basic. It's pretty much the best defensive ultimate in the entire game due to the fact that your entire teammates gets wall hacked and gets wall hacked in this entire area, and it stays for so long. Not only that, the amount of time needed for you to get the ult charge is really fast. It's almost like Octane Pad fast. Old Octane Pad fast, essentially. Not only the fact that the area is insanely huge, it's pretty much 50 meters all the way around, and it also goes up really high. So like this covers an entire building. If you throw it on middle floor or bottom floor of building, you see wall hack on the entire building. So I would say if you want to use this to push someone, you just need to throw it somewhere, not even remotely close, but like somewhere around their area where they just can't shoot it. You should look at it the same way as you look at a Revenant Totem. You just need to place it properly, and they essentially can't destroy it at all. Even if I wanted to push somebody in this next slope right here, right? You see that that's only 20 meters. I can just throw my ult here. They can't destroy it, and I have wall hack all the way to the next pit even. So think about that when you're putting your ultimate as your placement down. You just need to throw it somewhere safe where people can't destroy it, and now immediately everybody has perma wall hack. If you crack people, if you get a huge Q to cancel maybe 2 bats or something, you can just throw this immediately on the ground as you push a house, outside the house, so that they don't want to peek at you. They don't want to peek outside of the house. You just throw it outside the house and you push the house. Or secondly, as you clean up a fight, you immediately want to throw it down. Everybody can tell if you're getting pushed or not. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that when somebody ults, it doesn't track bunny hopping is what I've heard, as well as mid-pad air and like Valkyrie jetpacking and stuff. So it doesn't track all movement inside the area, but most of the movements. If people are running on the ground like this, you will track everything. So the ultimate is really good defensive capabilities, but I would also say above average offensive capabilities. I wouldn't say it's god tier offensive capabilities, but it's really like, it's definitely above average on the good side, but I would say its defensive capabilities is god tier. So let's just hop back to his passive, which I think is pretty much the strongest ability in the entire game, which is you have a perma 75 meters wall hack, no matter where you go. The only thing is to keep in mind is when you're just ADS and you walk kind of slow, right? You can bypass this by one, bunny hopping. Bunny hopping makes it a little bit faster. And secondly, by just slide jumping and then scanning. So like I can already tell, just by swiping and jumping, I can already tell where people are. You don't even have to actually see where they are. You just have to see the fact that you get arrows. The moment you get arrows, you know that there's an enemy within 75 meters. So his passive is actually the strongest ability in the entire game in my opinion right now. The fact that the awareness you gain is so big. You don't have a cooldown on it, you have it permanently. Secondly, the enemies will not know that you're looking at them. Another secret passive to his passive is the fact that it reaches further than 75 meters. There's no cap so far. I don't know, once again, if this is intended or not. No cap to him, meaning that if you ADS like this, right now it shows me all 3 targets. Even though this is further than 100 meters away, the passive works and tracks where people are in your LOS. Meaning, as long as you see them on your screen and you hold ADS, you can immediately tell if there's people around you without actually physically seeing them with your eye. So now that we've gone through past his abilities, the most important part is understanding how to utilize them. Q is the bread and butter of Seer. His passive and his Q is what makes Seer Seer. What you have to do is, there's 2 ways you can play Seer. One, you can open the fights with him so you get the knowledge of 8 seconds and HP knowledge as the fight opens. You use it to open a fight, and then you can make plays based on that, the fact that they know that they're wall hacked. Or 2, you use it mid-fight, where you can where you start pressuring them, maybe crack somebody, and as they're mid-bat, you send in your Q and then you make a play. Obviously, both plays are completely fine. It comes down to specific scenarios, how you need to play it. Sometimes you need to play fast, sometimes you need to play slow. If you can get 2 Qs off in one fight, obviously playing slow might be better. You can only get one, obviously hitting that juicer rest cancel or bat cancel or phoenix cancel will help you win the fight as well. It's very situational, but it's so highly adaptive that you can use it for any scenario. Even if you're whiffing your Q, the sound Q of the actual ability is so loud that it removes footsteps. So you can actually Q towards somebody, slide jump next to your Q, and it's pretty much like a silent pad on top of them. So what you can do is, let's say this guy sees me here, I can just Q him from this side like this and then run here. And by the time I peek here, he probably won't know that I've already stepped up onto him. Because the sound cue is really, really loud. You can even do that in a 1v1 as well, it's so loud. You can just yeet this, slide jump on somebody and then wide them, right? It's insanely good for both, especially offensive capabilities, but also defensive due to the fact that, once again, you can lock down a house with it. Because if you get triple wall hack on people, then you can pre-fire them as they come up a stair or they're about to walk in through a door. That's insanely good. Seer is pretty much Bloodhound on steroids. So if we want to pick him to play with certain characters, I would definitely say for ranked, he fits really well with Octane. Due to the fact that if you manage to cancel somebody across the map like here, you can immediately pad and punish them. Other characters might not be able to do that. Like, even if I manage to triple cancel their bat, it takes me such a long time to run. Like, he still has LOS, and by the time I'm here, his bat has finished and he can one-clip me from this LOS, right? He can just finish his bat and then bam, 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 kill me. But what Octane enables is that you can close the distance way faster due to pad, and that means that you can punish people way faster. Cancel somebody, you just all in with the pad and you can immediately slay people. And for third character, you can honestly play anyone. So double scanner, so they play Seer, Bloodhound, and then a mobility character. He has a lot of viable comps, but I definitely think that Octane is the best character for him due to the fact that you can just cancel and punish people. He just opens up for so many opportunities, and Octane gives you even more opportunities. The fact that his Q on its own can give you opportunities, but that Octane enables that and broadens the opportunity even more due to the fact that you can close pretty much 200 meters around you now. Octane is the best character to play with him in my opinion. If we go for weapon choices with Seer, probably because I'm a flatline enthusiast, but I think any mid-range weapon and shotgun, or you can play Prowler instead of shotgun, but any mid-range weapon as a primary and anything for close range to clean up you can play. My favorite weapons to play with Seer is pretty much flatline and shotgun, because I normally never get to play double heavy. If I cancel people and they're half HP, normally one no mag flatline is enough for me to down and crack another guy, and then you just clean up with the shotgun. You could play sniper and poke people, but eventually you're gonna have to go close range to finish fights. My personal favorite is flatline. So now that we've gone through the abilities, we've gone through a specific character he really meshes well with, which is Octane. His abilities are just absolutely insanely good. You guys just need to start playing him, and if you're not, you're losing out. Learn what awareness is playing Seer, but don't forget to learn to play without Seer as well, because awareness is really key to becoming a good player. But once you drop Seer and you don't play with a Seer, you're gonna lose a lot of awareness. That's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this small, brief guide of him, and I'll see you guys next time.